Well, the goal for today and this week is to start putting on the floor decking on the top of the foundation here and see if we can get a floor going. That way we can start actually framing up all the walls. So come with us as we get ready to get that started and see if we can tackle this. Today's a little warm, so we'll see what we can get done today, but we'll pick it back up if not tomorrow, and certainly after that, just to get her done. I can tell you now, moving that first board, that this is going to be a little bit of work. Those sheets are pretty heavy, but and then we got to go get ready and get our glue all set up. We'll run glue down all of the I-joists as we install each sheet, and then we'll nail everything down. I got the first sheet on, and that was a cluster. Trying to lift that up, hold that up, and put the glue on and do that. It's a pretty heavy piece of plywood, so I got to give that some thought on exactly how I'm going to do this to be more efficient and to better utilize my energy as I do this, as I move along this whole thing. I may even see if I can recruit some help, but I'll see what I can get done here, figure out a solution to get this sorted out. I managed to get the first piece down, and it was a fight. You know, these things are heavy. These 3/4 inch pieces of plywood are pretty heavy, so trying to manhandle those and get the glue and all that is taking some work, and it's going to take some thought on how to actually get this done. My first priority is to get this first row along here in and set, so that way all the preceding rows are straight all the way down the floor system. So we will get on it this morning and see if we can get some of this done. One thing I have learned very quickly in building projects like this is that when you're working with sheet goods like OSB or plywood, it's the first row that is the most important. If you don't set that correctly, then it continues to wander across everything that you do, and you start to get uneven sheets and breaks. So I spent my time making sure that everything here on this first row is particularly straight and even, so that I can continue on down this project. It's a tough goal for one guy to do all this by himself. It's also here that I have to remind myself that this is a marathon, not a race. So that with patience and just persistence, I can continue to do the work of a team of people, slowly but surely, a little at a time. At least that's my goal. This phase of the project is pretty exciting for me, as we've cleared the foundation and we're now starting on the actual building portion of this. I've been looking forward to this for months, and now we're finally here. But this is also when I need to push myself and continue to motivate myself through the heavy work and the hardships of trying to figure out every little piece that I need to do. But we carry on, and little by little, it gets closer and closer to being completed. All right, well, the first row is in and straight, and so that's a good thing. These ends are going to have to be specially cut all the way down as we go. But the next row, what I'll do is I'll start that next row with a half sheet so that it staggers the joints throughout this whole thing as we go. So I'll be cutting that next sheet at 4 feet and then starting my second row, and then so on and so forth, and we'll just continue on until we get her done. But I got to tell you, this is tough work by yourself. But I'm getting it done slowly but surely. The good part for me is that eventually I found a rhythm, and I was able to actually figure out how to set down my glue, then my sheets, then knock all the things into position, so that I was able to continue on row after row in a pretty methodical process. It really helped finding the rhythm so that I didn't wear myself out moving all the sheets around back and forth. It certainly is a hell of a process to get this done, and a lot for one person, but we're getting there slowly. I'm covered in man glitter. I'm back at it this morning. We've got better temperatures today. The last 2 days have been in the 90s, and it has made working out here on this deck kind of tough. I mean, it just zaps the energy right out of you. But luckily today we're in the 70s for a high, mid to high 70s. So a little bit more workable temperature to be able to deal with. We got about a quarter of it done, and so we're gonna just keep on trucking and get this installed. pretty happy with the work so far. We're about halfway, a little bit over halfway done with this, and it has been a chore for sure. You know, not only do you have to drag all the 3/4 inch pieces of OSB up onto this platform, then you've got to glue everything down and then put the sheet down and then bang it into place, since this is tongue and groove. So a little bit more steps, a little bit harder work than roofing the house for sure. At least that, when you're on an angle, you got a little bit different leverage, but this flat work is it's tough. So I give guys that do this for a living a lot of credit. I certainly wouldn't want to do this every day, all day, but we're making progress, and we'll just keep going and see how far we can get. Hopefully we'll get it done today. At least that's the goal, but we'll just see what gives. You know, the weather's holding out. Today shouldn't be as hot. We should have another nice day, so let's just keep at it. Sadly, video doesn't do justice on how much work this really is and how much energy it takes to actually do this type of thing. Again, I salute the guys who do this every day, day in, day out. While I'm doing a build, and it is every day, it's not like I have to do this on a daily basis. That's a good thing for me, because this was a lot of hard work. However, as we reach the end and I'm doing the final nailing, I begin to appreciate the amount of hard work and effort it went into putting down all this flooring. It moves us a lot closer to our next phase in this project, which I'm happy to move on to as well. Now that project was a lot of work, a lot more than I anticipated. So far, of all the construction tasks out here on the property, I'd have to say that that is the hardest, next to sheeting the roof on the shop. This is actually harder, because there's just so much heavy stuff to move and across a long distance. And you know, again, you got to lay the glue down, hammer everything back into place, since these are tongue and groove, and then make sure everything is correct and straight. But I managed to get it done, and I'm pretty proud of myself for taking this on and getting it accomplished. Because what this does is this now moves us into, you know, being done with the foundation, done with the subfloor, and now we're on to actual building. So that part's pretty exciting for me. So next up is going to be starting on the framing. I'm pretty excited about that process coming up. But we'll just take it one thing at a time. But that's it for the subfloor. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like and share and subscribe if at all possible. It really does help the channel out. Please leave comments down below. It's always great to get them, and I love hearing from everybody. Anyway, I appreciate it, and thanks for watching.